History gets created for Bangladesh with this convincing win over the mighty Australians. It's never easy, but the Bangladesh team has managed to do that. Welcome to the post-match presentation. Let's first hear it from the Australian captain, Matthew Wade, please. Matthew, it's been a very, very tough series, but you'll probably say that for a lot of reasons, especially with most of your players, for the very first time, touring the Bangladesh nation to playing a series. Would you say there are more positives to take after the series?
Yeah, it's hard to say there'd be more positives. There's certainly some great learning opportunities for our group. I've played for a few years now, and they're certainly the toughest conditions that I've ever played T20 international crickets on. So the young guys to get some exposure in Bangladesh and play on some of these wickets will be great for them going forward. But yeah, certainly had a lot of challenges. As you said, some positives to take out of it, but yeah, wasn't our series, unfortunately.
When you look at collectively in your tours to West Indies and then including Bangladesh, would you say that if it hadn't been for a few injuries in the group, in totality, coming in, playing the series in West Indies and then here after a long break, there are still a lot of things that you would want to tighten up getting into your next series from here?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no excuses for not playing enough cricket. We're all professional cricketers and play 12 months of the year. So we had enough cricket in the West Indies to come here and play good cricket. We just didn't, to be honest. As I said, the conditions were as challenging as any pitches that I've ever seen. And credit to the Bangladesh team, they found a way to make runs in their own conditions on these pitches. You only had to try and scrounge to, anything over 110 to 130 was going to be really hard work to chase, and credit to their batsmen, they found a way to get there. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite get those scores and get those totals to challenge the Bangladesh team, but I thought our bowlers were terrific on this tour. Our spinners were exceptional, so there were some positives there with our bowling, and some guys got some good exposure. Mitch Marsh continues to grow on these pitches. It's something that he's had to work on for a long time to get really successful in these conditions, and that was certainly a real positive for us. So our bowling in all was pretty good, but we just couldn't find a way to get the runs on the board.
What's the biggest takeaway that you would say after the long, probably nearly 2.5 months that you've been away?
Certainly that we've got to find a way to get better in spinning conditions as a batting unit. That's probably the biggest takeaway. If we could find, today we didn't probably bowl the best that we have over the whole tour, but, if we can drag those games back by 10 or 15 runs and with the bat find 10 or 15 runs, it's not a big thing. We're not getting beaten by big margins. It's just trying to be able to find a way to scrounge another 10 or 15 with the bat and try and reduce those totals as much as we can with the ball. But, the biggest positive is we got young players, some exposure on these pitches in these conditions. That's probably the biggest takeaway from it all. And even experienced players like myself and, Moses Enrique, guys like those, that Dan Christian that have played a lot of cricket, we've even found these conditions really, really challenging. And, we've got to find ways to get better as well. It's certainly on us more than them.
You've been a champion side and you've been a champion team, touring or at home. Thanks very much for your time and all the best for your next series.
Thanks. Just well done to the Bangladesh team. They were very good. Well done, boys. Congratulations.
Matthew Wade, the Australian captain. It's time for the first award of the evening. That's the Walton Most Valuable Player of the Match. The winner gets a check of $1,000 and that goes to Mohammad Shaifuddin for an incredible performance for the very first game in this series. He bowled 3 overs, 12 runs and bagged 3 wickets. That's Mohammad Shaifuddin, the most valuable player. Now, just to make ourselves a little easy things going around, and undoubtedly the performer of not only the match and the series, it's the Alisha Card Player of the Match who bags a check of $1,000 and also is the Alisha Card Player of the Series, that's Shakib Al Hasan. He knows a lot about collecting awards right through his career. He's done that and a wonderful servant of Bangladesh cricket. Shakib, the very first thing, of course, congratulations on both your awards. The very first thing, you're used to collecting awards. How do you manage to keep up this consistency?
Well, I'm still enjoying the game. That's the important thing. I'd like to thanks to my teammates. Without their help, this achievement wouldn't have possible. I think we played some really good cricket throughout this two series in Zimbabwe and here against Australia. Obviously, the wicket was tough, but I think we held our nerves very well, and it was all in all a very good team effort.
Especially turning around from the last T20 to the fifth T20. Obviously, there were a lot of things that didn't go your way, a lot of positives for Australia coming through that. What was the discussion? What was the hard work that you managed to do to turn things around in the fifth T20?
Well, to be honest, if you look at the last match scoreboard, we scored 104 or 5 runs. It's still game went on to the last over. So we knew that we have to score 120, 130, and then we'll be always in the game. So that's what our plan was. And today, I think we executed it better. I think we started with the bat brilliantly, so that gives us the momentum. It wasn't easy for the batsmen, but I thought throughout this tournament series, bowlers did a fantastic job.
Absolutely, bowlers did a fantastic job. Your spinners, the reliance on the spin has been so dominant for Bangladesh. Would you say that probably at home you find the conditions more conducive, or would you say that the team is developing slowly and steadily, trying to dominate in every condition?
Well, we're trying to improve all our areas that need to be improved. I think our fast bowlers are improved big times. They have been performing really, really well. If you look at Mustafiz, Saifuddin today, Shariful, Taskin in Zimbabwe, I think all the fast bowlers bowled brilliantly. I think a lot of credit should goes to them. The way they are bowling, that makes our job really easy. And on the other hand, we are contributing as well in our part. So, as I said, it was a very good combination of spin and fast bowling.
Absolutely, and undoubtedly your performance, Shakib, has been outstanding yet again. You're the first player for Bangladesh to score 1,000 plus runs and get 100 plus T20i wickets. Are you used to breaking such records?
I don't know anyone else did it or not.
Yeah, Lasith Malinga for Sri Lanka. Fortunately,
he scored 1,000 runs, I guess.
Bowling, yes, absolutely. So you know a lot about records. You keep a track of them, Shakib?
Yeah, sometime I do keep those track.
Absolutely. A champion like you should keep track of that. Thank you very much for your time and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's Shakib Al Hasan, the player of the match and of the series. It's time to have a chat with the Bangladesh captain, Mahmudullah Riyad. The winning captain of Bangladesh. Yeah, he's managed to get it. Congratulations, Mahmudullah. Obviously, to start with the historic part, for the first time beating Australia at home and so very convincingly. Your thoughts?
Thoughts, I think probably it's hard to say. I think probably because I'm very happy for the boys. The team management has been supporting really well. The boys showed a lot of character, a lot of hunger to win series against team like Australia. Having said that, I think probably we executed our plans really well. Obviously, it was hard for the batters to get some runs on the board, but we managed to do some good things and kept our nerves on the wicket and tried to get 120 to 130 runs so that we're in the game. But credit goes to, I think, our bowling unit. It has been wonderful. The spinners, the fast bowlers, all the bowlers, I think, had a great work together.
Absolutely. I asked this to Shakib and I'll ask this to you as well as to how your bowlers have been achieving the desired results, especially when you're away. You've got the results now at home. You've got the results too. So would you say that it's been a slow development, or would you say it's a very conscious, fast-track development for your bowlers?
I think the development has been increasing quite nicely, I think. If you see in the Zimbabwe and here, the fast bowling department and as well as the spinning department has been working really hard, and they have kept their nerve in the crunch situations. That's what matters in T20, because there will be a lot of pressure moments where you will face a lot of challenges, and you have to keep calm and try to execute your plan and try to back yourself. And in that part, I think management had a very good support, so it's all of a good team effort.
Last question. How did you turn things around and so quickly when you know that you're up against a mighty team like Australia?
Before starting the series, I had a chat with our bowlers that probably it will be a great responsibility on our bowling unit to hold our nerve and try to be much more proactive in their bowling department and try to take that responsibility to win the game for our team. But it was all of a good team effort, as I've said. But the way the boys fought every game, that was really pleasing to see.
What does it mean for Bangladesh cricket, the result here against Australia?
We always felt that in our home condition, in our backyard, we're a very good team. We can't let anything go pass our way. So we'll be challenging whoever comes into play in Bangladesh, and we would like to win every series. I mean, every game is important, and you need to show that hunger, and you need to keep improving in T20 cricket, because I feel that though the ranking doesn't show that we're a very good side, but I have always felt that our team has a very good potential to be a very good team in T20 format.
Absolutely, and very shortly you'll get an opportunity to showcase that talent and skill as well towards the end of the year with the ICC T20 World Cup coming ahead. Congratulations, Mahmudullah, for your win, and would request you to wait a moment till the president of the Bangladesh Cricket Association, Mr. Najmul Hassan, just comes around, and you can take your winner's trophy from the president, Mr. Najmul Hassan, and the Member of Parliament as well.
Assalamu alaikum. Finally, I would like to say one thing. We would like to dedicate our series win in the month of August in the memory of the father of the nation and his family members. Thank
Very
you.
nice gesture, Mahmudullah. And you can collect your winner's trophy from the president. You deserve it, and so does your team. Wonderful scenes, historic win for Bangladesh, and that's it from the presentation.
Wonderful scenes here. Mahmudullah Riyad taking that magnificent trophy. History has been created at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in this series, the Bangabandhu T20 International Series versus Australia. Bangladesh are the winners, and they can take a lot of congratulations. It has been a very, very clinical and emphatic performance by the Bangladeshi boys in winning the series 4-1 against a very strong Australian unit. And all the boys are very, very happy with what they've achieved. A lot of support outside the ground because COVID does not allow anybody inside, but cricket has been always in the heart of Bangladeshis, and they've made those supporters very, very happy. Right, let's have a look at some trivia and some stats that's very interesting. Lowest targets defended by Bangladesh 3 times against Australia in this series. That's absolutely top-class performance, particularly by the bowlers. And Bangladesh can take a lot of heart going forward in this format of the game. Lowest totals for Australia has come against Bangladesh. The last one was 79 versus England at Southampton in 2005. And now in 2021, it's 62 for Australia, the lowest total. Absolutely marvelous, the whole series. Short series of 5 matches. First one won by 23 runs. Bangladesh won the second T20 International by 5 wickets and won the series by 10 runs in the third T20. They lost out. Australians won by 3 wickets in the fourth, but emphatic win by 60 runs by Bangladesh in the fifth T20 International, taking the series 4-1. That's a very nice gesture from the board president, thanking the players for their wonderful performance. It has been great to see the Bangladeshis being supreme in their performance. Nice sights here at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium. And that's all we have time for. We look forward to your company for the next series. Till then, it's very good night from all of us here.